Well, it's I mean, it is a process. The grieving never stops. Obviously, he was very close to us all. We lost him at a young age, so the grieving it never stops. We always think about Sylville. His son is still around. He's now 7, so the grieving never stops. It's hard to deal with, but we try to, turn tragedy into triumph. So we're gonna keep pushing forward and making things better in a way where we can keep his name out of the unrest. Because of what happened that year was obviously something they tried to say Sylville had something to do with, and he wasn't here. So we just focusing more on doing what's best for Sylville and keeping his name alive. Well, I try to carry the fight wherever there's injustice, wherever there's you know police force that is you know a force that is basically not needed. When they're over policing, when whenever there's social injustice, whenever there's any type of systematic racism, I try to be a voice. I try to be an advocate for Sylville and the community, of course, the city of Milwaukee. Um, we're sometimes seen as wearing stuff like this and being judged at the end of the day, and sometimes it's unnecessary to be searched. Sometimes it's unnecessary to be profiled. Some people like to say that that's what they label me as, a community activist. I just like to look at myself as the big brother of Sedan Smith, and what is that? A standpoint for my community. I want to be like, not like Martin Luther King, not like Malcolm X, but I want to be, the big brother of Sylville Smith, and I want to carry his name wherever I go in a positive manner, such as doing the book bag drive every year. The same day that Sylville was killed, I like to go out, give the kids a book bag, feed people, have a good time in the park, the Sherman Park area where the uprising, where the unrest happened. So I like to carry Sylville's name over there and show people these positive acts in which Sylville represents, a loving person, caring nature, always giving, funny, joyful. So I like to have fun with the kids. I'd rather see them smile, seeing as that they're our future, than to be somewhere sad about what happened and not doing anything about it. Um, it's grown tremendously over time. It's actually just a way for me to see, or not even see, but to demonstrate in the community that we all can come together and create a change. We all can come together and do something positive. Every year I receive donations, not in cash, but I receive them in supplies. So I started off the first year, I maybe did about 200 to 300 book bags. Next year it grew to like 400 book bags, 5. The last year we stayed at 5. I used the same resources, of course. Um, this year, with being one of the organizers at the People's Revolution, one of the longest lasting Black Lives Matter protest group in the nation. So being one of those organizers, I've received a tremendous amount of supplies from people in their efforts to donate. So I have a lot of book bags. This year, right now to this date, there are 1,008 book bags with supplies. I have supplies for all age ranges. I want to be a part of the era where we're not judged for our skin color, for the way we dress, where we're not judged because of a bandana, where we're not judged because of signs that people throw up. Me myself, I like to feel like my whole family was victimized by the police and their actions when they killed Sylville, and sticking together with the system as far as DA Chisholm dismissing the case. I like to think of myself as a victim in police brutality. And one of the ways that I like to, show that is to do like this. It's to show that this is not a reference to a gang, like I said, but it's a reference to somebody that's been hurt, pain that doesn't go away, that walk with us every day. It's not just a Black Lives Matter march. It's a people that march that understand that all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. So I see a change coming every day that we march. Ever since I've been given a chance to carry Sylville's name, I've always thought of who he was as a person to carry his name. I know he was loving. I know he was caring. I know he was joyful. I know he was a person that would give his last. I know he loved his family. So I'm out every day trying to create the positive nature of Sedan Smith. I'm out every day, taking the word gang and changing it into a positive manner to where it's not associated with violence and crime, but where it's associated and where I grew up, being a product of my environment and becoming positive along the way. I like to think of it as turning tragedy into triumph.